Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the station identification of one of Wayland City's resident YouTubers. Live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control. And he is not Ken Ober. God rest Ken Ober's soul. This is WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here's your host, New Bedford, Massachusetts' own, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Hey, it's Eric Lima here. You're watching another episode of WEML-TV, Channel 77. That's the name of my channel. Now, why did I name WEML-TV Channel 77? It's simple. Nowadays, a lot of us folks here in the States, or a lot of folks all over the world, have smart TVs. Smart TVs, you connect with the internet. On your smart TV, then you get apps like Netflix and YouTube. And since I do shows on YouTube, why not call it the channel? That way people can watch my show on their smart TVs. I thought it would be really, really cool. Really cool. So that is why I call this show. And a certain someone said, you pretend to be a TV channel. I'm not pretending to be a TV channel. That's the name of my channel. All right, always will be Eric Lima. The reason why I call it as my second YouTube channel, I do have a channel under my real name, but like I said before, I always say this, so I figured to correct everyone out there, just in case if people want to comment me and disrespect me with comments like a certain someone did, but that's okay. Hopefully everyone is having a great and wonderful day. Man, it is so hot out there, man. I thought it hitting 90 degrees, almost 90 degrees. It felt like 90 degrees or 100 degrees out there this morning. I worked until 10 of 11, and I thought the vaccine was kicking in so much. I just, for the record, I got vaccinated yesterday. Went to Rollins for the Johnson. Took the Johnson & Johnson shot. I've always wanted to take a one-shot thing. The reason why I got vaccinated, a couple reasons. Plus, I did not know the results of my stepmother's biopsy, which came back negative. Thank God. And not only that, the abnormality in her chest was benign. Thank God. Praise the Lord. God is good. And and another thing, the reason why I decided to get vaccinated is because the Wayland City Festival. Pretty soon I'm going to have to buy another. All right. Let's see if it still works though. I only have to. Okay, it still works. All right. Sorry, I'm looking at. I'm very concerned about this. I need to get a longer cord, maybe. Anyways, so another reason why is because the Wayland City Festival is outside, and according to the president, if you're not vaccinated, you got to mask up. You think I'm going to go out there to the Wayland City Festival in the ugly, icky heat wearing a mask? You're nuts. So guess what? That's another reason why I got the vaccine. And you know what? And that way I can start being normal instead of wearing a mask. But I will wear a mask in places that still require a mask, including at my workplace, of course, because because my boss can be real paranoid sometimes, so about germs and all that, and sometimes, but it is a clean. It's a cleaning job, so I'm going to respect that. I'm going to act like I'm going to wear the mask like I'm not vaccinated, even though I am. When I get out of work, that's a whole different story. So, but let's not talk about vaccinations and COVID and crap like that, because I'm going to have a cool man summer. That's the bottom line. The summer is going to be okay. July 4th, this coming Sunday. Hopefully we see some fireworks going off and stuff. And then a week from this Thursday, the Wayland City Festival will make its return to Butler Park in over a year. Can't wait to see. I'm hoping they have the freaking Tilt-A-Whirl there. I'm hoping Fiesta Shows brings it, because I'm going to go on it if that's the case. And that's the only ride I will go on. screw the other eyes. Let me tell you something. Right now, I'm bringing my GoPro cam. I'm bringing my Walkman, so I can block out all the noise, so I can have my fun. If people have a problem with me having fun, well, guess what? Y'all can get a life, okay? Because your personality is down the tubes if you don't want me to have fun. And if your life sucks that bad, well, don't come taking your anger out on me, okay? Because I will come at you, all right? All right, to kick it off now, there was a situation went on with Randy Orton. We don't know what that situation was. We heard it was a mixed. We're talking Raw, the event center for Monday Night Raw, June 28, 2021. That was last night. Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville addressed the W Universe and the superstars in the ring. There'll be a battle royal to determine Orton's replacement for the triple threat last chance matchup for Money in the Bank qualifier. Well, freaking Matt Riddle comes in and hands him a note that claims from Orton, when apparently when he looks at the handwriting, it was all by Riddle. And Riddle says, listen, I want to represent my best friend Randy Orton. I want to go in there and win it for him, and I want to go and I want him to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So they say, okay, fine, go for it. He goes to the ring, the battle royal starts, and then three of the eliminated participants, Drew Gulak, Akira Tozawa, and R-Truth, all battle for the 24/7 title outside the ring. Tozawa was eliminated after Drew Gulak, and Gulak ends up pinning him for the 24/7 title. R-Truth was eliminated, but then R-Truth ends up pinning Gulak for the 24/7 title, making that his 53rd or 54th victory, I forget, of the 24/7 title. If R-Truth shooting for 100, man, he's on his well on his way there. But then Akira Tozawa pins him to get back the belt, and they all chase him, which is great. So there were 3 title changes for the 24/7 title during the Battle Royal. Other outside activities during that Battle Royal, Omos came to the ringside and helped Jinder Mahal eliminate both Viking Raiders, Ivar and Eric. I suspect a tag team title match happening at Money in the Bank. There's only 2 title matches happening at Money in the Bank match already. Kingston MVP for the WWE Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship. So, backstage, Reginald and Nia Jax were talking to Shayna Baszler about her match against Nikki Cross. And Shayna Baszler says she's sick and tired of Alexa Bliss and all that. She always holds a deck of cards in her hands. Says it takes her mind off things. It helps clear her mind. So Jackson Riker decided to smack a container crate with the strap to prepare for the strap match against Elias. Then Kevin Patrick interviewed AJ Styles and Omos about 2 things. One, AJ Styles' participation in the triple threat last chance triple threat match Money in the Bank qualifier, and eliminating the Viking Raiders. And they're trying to meander themselves around the question, which is really stupid on their part. Anyways, Nikki Cross was getting prepared for her match against Shayna Baszler. Lucha House Party greeted her and told her and welcomed her, but she was wearing a mask and all that. And then Sarah Schreiber interviewed Nikki Cross, and she said she wants to go by the name of Nikki Ash, which would be almost a superhero. So they had the match of Nikki Cross or Nikki Ash. I'm going to go by Nikki. I think they're going to go by Nikki Cross for right now. Goes up against Shayna Baszler, and Alexa Bliss was showed up during the matchup at the Thunderdome, and then Alexa Bliss was trying to hypnotize Nia Jax again. Reginald stopped her, and then when Nia Jax went after her, she kicked Nia Jax, and then she low-blowed Reginald, and that distracted Shayna Baszler. Nikki Cross took advantage of that, and another victory for Nikki Cross. I got a hunch Nikki Cross is well on her way to a championship. I'm praying for that. So, anyways, and then Kofi Kingston enters the Thunderdome to talk about what happened last week at in a Hell in a Cell match against Xavier Woods against Lashley. And MVP says, not MVP. Kofi was like very upset about it. He says, when I'm going to make Lashley pay, and he'll be at the Money in the Bank, and I'm going to take the title. MVP comes out, says, you know what? Starts berating MVP. And then it got to the point where MVP and Kofi came to blows. MVP tried to swing at Kofi with his cane, and Kofi hits with a Trouble in Paradise. Kofi got the last word. The ladies up there were like, I don't know, right? So Kevin Patrick interviewed Eva Marie and Dewdrop, a.k.a. Piper Niven. And I just can't stand Eva Marie. I thought Eva Marie's going to come back and actually wrestle and hopefully changes her attitude. No, she's still saying Eva Marie. I'll kick Carol in. I'll tell you one thing. If I was interviewing Eva Marie, she called me Derek, I'm probably going to give her a glare. I said, it's Eric. I would have, Eva Marie disrespecting Piper Niven like this, call her Dewdrop. Are you freaking kidding me? I think Dewdrop and Nikki Cross and Piper Niven would have been a better team, and I think Nikki Cross would do this. If she doesn't win the Money in the Bank, I'd like to see Nikki Cross step to Eva Marie and says, "You're messing with my friend like that from Scotland. You disrespected her. You're gonna get your butt kicked." That's what I'm hoping. But anyways, they had the rematch: Asuka Naomi versus Eva Marie and Dewdrop, and then Dewdrop meant to go tag Eva Marie. She steps down like she did last week to Eva Marie. But Dewdrop did pick up the victory for her team. Or I should say to Piper Niven. Oh my gosh. I have no words for Eva Marie right now. No words. They fired most of the most talented women in the women's division just to hire Eva Marie back. Really? Anyways, might I digress. So Sarah Schreiber was interviewing the Miz and John Morrison, and John Morrison was looking forward to his match against Ricochet, which would be a heck of a matchup. And as Miz and Morrison keep running their mouths, Ricochet was holding the microphone instead. And then Ricochet did a little trash talking, and then he grabbed one of the dripsticks and squirted both Miz and Morrison with it. And then Ricochet went one-on-one with Miz and Morrison. Went one-on-one with John Morrison, excuse me. It was a heck of a matchup, and there was one part where Miz tried to use his usual shenanigans to distract Ricochet, but Ricochet did squirt Miz with the dripstick again, and then all of a sudden, Ricochet knocked John Morrison over the barricade, so Ricochet climbed back in the ring and did a high-flying leap jump onto Morrison. They both crashed behind the barricade. Referee's making the count. Ricochet jumped over the barricade and was hoping to get it, but at the last minute, alas, both men were double counted out. It's a double count out, but both Ricochet and Morrison are in the Money in the Bank match, I believe, ladder match. So this is going to be a fun match. I mean, this is going to be a fun rivalry between Ricochet and John Morrison. A lot of people, I think, it's going to be a good matchup overall. Charlotte Flair was talking to Natalya and Tamina, and they said about how their legacy's been disrespected by Rhea Ripley, Mandy Rose, and Dana Brooke. So they're getting ready for the six-man tag, and Ripley, Dana Brooke, and Mandy Rose cut a part of promo backstage about a pre-match promo on their opponents. So it'd be a heck of a matchup. When all six came to the ring, they started brawling with each other, but then after the commercial break, order was restored. But in the end, Charlotte, Natalya, and Tamina had their expertise in wrestling of why they show Ripley, Brooke, and Rose why they are superior. And then a post-match attack on Charlotte by Rhea Ripley. Ripley did a chop block on one of Charlotte Flair's legs. Seeing Ripley had a master plan, as those two ladies will go at it one more time for the Raw Women's Championship in the Money in the Bank. The WWE title will also be on the line, Money in the Bank, Lashley to defend against Kofi Kingston. And then backstage, R-Truth was chasing Tozawa. Then he stopped to see Jackson Riker whip himself with the strap match, still preparing for his match against Elias. And he said, "Why are you doing that to yourself?" And then Jackson Riker explains, and then all of a sudden R-Truth goes, "Okay, nice talking to you. I'll see you out there." So they had the strap match, Elias versus Jackson. Elias's theme song has changed once again, but I like the Amen theme song by Elias, no doubt. Jackson Riker did pick up the victory over Elias, as Elias did a pre-match promo on Riker beforehand. And then Riddle was trying to get ready for his match, the triple threat match, since he won the Battle Royal. I forgot to tell you who won that Battle Royal. It was Riddle. Damian Priest tried talking to him because NXT days. And then all of a sudden Riddle's like, "I'm not Riddle, I'm Randy Orton." And he apologizes, "Sorry about that. I'm just trying to represent Orton here, and I'm trying to get him." And then Damian Priest goes, "What are you doing for Orton? It's pretty cool, you know. He doesn't realize how good of a friend you are." And so you earn Damian Priest respect too, and that's pretty cool. So Kevin Patrick interviewed Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre tells a story about the legend of Brian Baru. Once again, that's the second time that Brian Baru. They should have a wrestler that is named Brian Baru. That's come from Ireland. You know, Brian Baru. The Sheamus told the story, and now Drew McIntyre told the story. And then in the last minute, last chance triple threat match, McIntyre, in a hard-fought match, despite the fact that Riddle was taken out, took himself out when he tried to hit AJ Styles, but then he ran his bare feet and knee right on the metal stairs. And Riddle came back, but in the end, McIntyre does win. That begs the question, though. Since McIntyre cannot face Bobby Lashley for the championship, well, as long as Lashley is the champion, can McIntyre take that Money in the Bank briefcase and head over to SmackDown and try to cash in on either Roman Reigns or Edge? Because those two are going to go at it in Money in the Bank for the Universal Heavyweight title. So I'm thinking, very interesting situation to say the least. So we got that going. So what else is there? And so that's it. So tonight, NXT, a triple threat match in the women's tag team division to decide the number one contenders for the women's tag team championship. Io Shirai joining forces with Zoe Stark against Raquel Gonzalez, the NXT women's champ, and Dakota Kai. And then against Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon, the former NXT women's tag team champions. So it'll be very interesting to see how that match goes down. Another matchup, a mixed tag matchup, Tiancha's Xia Li and Boa will go up against Jake Atlas and Mercedes Martinez. That'll be a heck of a matchup for sure. So opportunities abound. So we'll see what happens for tonight's matchup. So I think Drew McIntyre could have, or will he wait until Lashley gets the throne and cashes in on Kofi Kingston? You never know what's going to happen. So anything's possible. Anything can happen in the WWE. So that's all the time we have on this show. Episode 334 of WEML-TV, Channel 77. Eric Lima here, the host for Raw Event Center for June 28, 2021. Until the next episode, 335, I'll be doing Tic Tac Tuesday, the 16th version of Tic Tac Toe. And I'll see you then. So until then, bless out.